Welcome back to Pop-Up Tech Talks. I'm Josh Atwell, developer advocate at NetApp, and I am here with an actual developer, a SolidFire developer. Andy?
My name's Andy Banta. My official title is storage janitor, but I am a storage developer. You should be able to tell by the t-shirt.
Yes. So, I wanted to have a moment to talk with you, Andy, because we talk to a lot of people at events like this, and we talk about changing the way that we manage our data centers, consuming through code, and I have one key question that I think everybody wants to know. Do you have to be a developer in order to consume your data center with code?
No, absolutely not. In fact, if you've actually ever used command line and put a handful of commands together, you're already on your way to scripting. That's basically how you start scripting.
All right, so scripting is like the gateway to doing development in your data center. What if people don't want to script? Like, what on earth are they going to do?
Well, there's a handful of other languages that you can use or methods that you can visually piece together procedures. Some of the test processes that we use in SolidFire actually visually piece together procedures, and I think you have some other ideas as well, don't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, of course we've got integrations with things like Puppet and Ansible, where you're actually able to do configuration management with YAML, yet another markup language. It's like, just human readable, being able to write. No need to really write code per se, but you still manage it as code, right? So now, one other thing that I run into a lot is even people get a little skittish about doing that much. What would you advise? How could they move forward?
Well, I mean, even the simplest scripting is if you write down a procedure that you do over and over, you can write down the commands and put it in a file, and instead of actually typing those commands in over and over, you can run that little file, which is essentially starting the script. And that's not programming really at all. That's just doing the same steps you do over and over in one step.
Okay, that's fair. That's copy and paste, I guess. Is the copy and paste gets you a long way. So I think it's also important to note, like, folks like NetApp, we put together integrations with various capabilities in stacks. Like, what would be some examples of that don't require any code but still allow you to automate?
Well, we certainly have integrations with vCenter, with vVols, with our APIs that you can actually use some of our UIs to actually type in commands to our APIs directly without actually having to write any code or anything like that.
All right, good deal. And then, you've also got things like Cinder and OpenStack and Docker Volume plugins in order to support, Docker containers. So, excellent. Any other advice to people out there who are trying to make that leap and trying to make that first step?
Just try it out. You'll find out that it makes things an awful lot easier. And there's an awful lot of tools and resources. There's the pub available from NetApp, and there's all sorts of other things that are available as well. My best advice to you, Josh, is code on. Code on, Josh.
Code on, Andy.